Time for our Rocker of the Week, and this one fits right into our science fiction theme from 1966. Here are the Byrds.
Woke up this morning with light in my eyes, and then realized it was still dark outside. It was a light coming down from the sky. I don't know who or why. Must be those strangers that come every night. Those saucer-shaped lights put people uptight. Leave blue-green footprints that glow in the dark. I hope they get home all right. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride? Woke up this morning, I was feeling quite weird. Had flies in my beard, my toothpaste was smeared. Over my window they'd written my name. Said, so long, we'll see you again. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride? Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride?
There you go, Astro Boy. Bold adventure you face. Win the race into space. Very soon you'll land on the moon. Astro Boy past the stars. On your way out to Mars. Cosmic Ranger, laugh at danger. You will set the pace, Astro Boy. Rocket high through the sky. Strange new worlds you will spy. Atom-celled, jet-propelled, with your searchlight eye flashing by. Astro Boy, there you go. Will you find friend or foe? What can I do to be like you and become a real Astro Boy?
You might remember that from Saturday mornings in 1963, a Japanese-made animated TV program called Astro Boy, originally based on a Japanese comic strip. And from 1966, we had the Byrds and Mr. Spaceman. This next sci-fi song is currently being made into a movie. Here's Julie Brown.
Is it true what they say about Julie?
There she is. Let's ask her.
Julie, did you really go out with an alien?
Uh-huh.
What was it like?
Real different.
By the way, where'd you meet him?
I was nude sunbathing on my patio when he was checking me out from his UFO. Guess he couldn't take it 'cause he lost his cool. Crash landing in my swimming pool. Ooh, neat. So he beams over to me, starts licking his lips, stroking his antenna and wiggling his hips. I'm no Albert Einstein, but I'm not that dumb. I know lost no matter what planet it's from. He said, Earth girls are easy. Earth girls know how to please me. Earth girls are easy. all that without even touching. Now I'm back to my senses and he's light years away. If he's listening in space, I have something to say. I took the lock off the doggy door, so come back, moon doggy, when you're ready for more. And girls are easy, and girls know how to please me, and girls are sleazy. And girls are easy, and girls know how to tease me, and girls are easy. And girls are easy, and girls know how to tease me, and girls are very easy. And girls are easy, and girls know how to please me, and girls are easy. Yahoo! I like them. And girls, yippee! I'm stumped. Insatiable.
Earth Girls Are Easy. Julie Brown from the album Goddess in Progress on the Dr. Demento Show.
It's really soft.
The flavor's great.
It makes big bubbles.
Can you guess what bubblegum everybody's talking about?
I like the big chunk size.
It's got a different shape than I expected.
Here's a hint. 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum.
I chew grape.
I like strawberry.
My favorite's regular.
Still don't know? Then you haven't tasted big chunk size Trident soft bubblegum.
I chew Trident all the time now.
Taste the fun. That'll bring you over the sugarless gum.
Taste Trident soft bubblegum.
We salute Doctor Who next on the Dr. Demento Show. If we measure the popularity of science fiction shows by the number of calls we get on the request line for songs about them, then the champions would certainly have to be The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Doctor Who. We have 2 songs inspired by Doctor Who, and to get in the mood for that, how about a little bit of the original Doctor Who theme?
A tall blue box with a flashing light just appeared here, and from it stepped an odd-looking man. He said the world was in danger, then he asked me the year. I couldn't quite understand. He looked sane enough, well, maybe, with a floppy hat and a long multicolored scarf. He offered me a jelly baby, but his curly hair just made me laugh. I asked his name, and he told me the doctor, as a Stone Age girl was just stepping out.
She pulled a knife, but then he stopped her. A strange pair without a doubt. He looked sane enough, well, maybe, with a floppy hat and a long multicolored scarf. He offered me a jelly baby, but his curly hair just made me laugh.
And once again on the Dr. Demento show, the Doctor Who theme, the 1980 version that time. And in between that and the original Doctor Who theme, we had a song called The Doctor by Jim Burrell. Dr. Demento!
Hello, Dr. Demento. This is Jason Snell in Sonora, California. And I was recently at a Doctor Who convention. And I was wondering if you could play Doctor in Distress by a group called Who Cares? It benefits cancer relief, and it was done in England, and as far as I can tell, it hasn't been played in the United States yet. And I wonder if you could play it.
Yes, Jason, I did manage to find a copy of that one. I think you're right, it hasn't been played in this country. You described it pretty well, but I'll just mention that it's basically a plea for Doctor Who to return to television with some new episodes, and it features an all-star cast of British actors and rock people. Justin Hayward and John Lodge from the Moody Blues are on this, Warren Cann from Ultravox, and Colin Baker, Anthony Ainley, Nicola Bryant, and Nicholas Courtney from the Doctor Who show itself, and more others than I've got time to name. Here it is. The name of the group is Who Cares, once again, and this is Doctor in Distress.
It was a cold, wet night in November, 22 years ago.
There was a police box in a junkyard. We didn't know where it would go.
An old man took two teachers into time and space.
It started all the legend that no other could replace.
Doctor in distress. Let's all answer his SOS. Doctor in distress. Bring him back now, we won't take less.
Who's that doctor over there? The police box takes him everywhere. Bring him back.
There were evil metal creatures who tried to exterminate.
Inside each of the casings was the bubbling of cocaine.
We met cybernetic humans with no feelings at all.
Warriors of the ice, whispered over 7 feet tall.
Doctor in distress. Let's all answer his SOS. Doctor in distress. Bring him back now, we won't take less. 18 months is too long to wait. Bring back the side. When they were faced with danger, they didn't run, they didn't hide.
The brigadier and a master and a canine computer.
Each screaming girl just heard that a Yeti wouldn't shoot her.
Doctor in distress. Let's all answer his SOS. Doctor in distress. Bring him back now, we won't take less. Doctor in distress. Let's all answer his SOS. Doctor in distress. Bring him back now, we won't take less.
Doctor in Distress, an import 12-inch by a group called Who Cares? On the Dr. Demento show, a lot of people care about Doctor Who and about that multimedia phenomenon called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which started as a series of radio plays on the BBC and became a series of books which have been bestsellers over here as well. There has also been a TV series and a couple of novelty records released only in England featuring the original voice of Marvin the Paranoid Android, Stephen Moore.
Long ago, in another galaxy, there lived a gloomy robot. His name was Marvin. He was getting old and a bit rusty, and nobody liked him. One day, being very bored, he thought it would be a good idea to tidy up all his old programs in his dusty old data bank. There were tapes in there he hadn't played for years. Checking them through, he accidentally pushed a wrong button, and suddenly he heard...
Marvin, I love you. Marvin, I love you.
Well, he was sure he hadn't heard that ever before. He wasn't even sure he'd heard it that time, because being a bored and gloomy robot, he hadn't really been listening. What was worse, he couldn't remember what button he'd accidentally pressed. Anyway, he tried a few switches at random, and suddenly...
Marvin, I love you. Marvin, I love you. Remember, I'm programmed for you. I know we're worlds apart. Still, you could break my heart. Loving you is all I can do.
Well, he heard it that time, all right, no doubt about it. Who was singing these strange words? Was it another robot or some strange life form from the distant past when he was a young robot and people still made the occasional attempt to like him? He couldn't make it out at all, so he pushed a few buttons again.
Marvin, I love you. Marvin, I love you.
That was it.
I tried to contact Marvin. I don't know why, but he never replied. Perhaps one day he'll answer. Till then, I guess I'll keep on trying. Marvin, I love you. Marvin, I love you. Remember, I'm programmed for you.
Does not compute, he thought miserably, but at least he knew where to find it in his data bank. From then on, he could play it whenever he wanted, think about what he'd missed, and live miserably ever after.
Marvin, I love you. Marvin, I love you. Remember, I'm programmed for you. I know we're worlds apart. Still, you could break my heart. Loving you is all I can do. Marvin, I love you.
and I Love You, Marvin the Paranoid Android on the Dr. Demento Show.
Why does Juul's flavor last longer than other sugarless gums?
Smack dab in the middle, smack dab in the middle, smack dab in the middle of the gum is the secret to Juul's long-lasting fun. A delicious sense of feeling where others have done. Smack dab in the middle of the gum. Smack dab in the middle.
Juul's with a delicious scent of filling that has longer-lasting flavor. Flavor that's been missing in your sugarless gum.
Smack dab in the middle of the gum is the secret to Juul's long-lasting fun.
From science fiction to demented reality, the funny 5 most requested demented discs of the week next on the Westwood One Radio Network.